Hello, my name is Rachel Loughrey. So a bit about myself. I'm very passionate about nature, about biodiversity, and I'm very passionate about taking steps to slow down climate change. So I remember being 7 years old and hearing about the deforestation in the Amazon rainforest, and I was shocked, and I think that was the moment that I became a climate activist. And from then onwards, I feel like that's always been in the back of my mind, my purpose. And I went to school in a really beautiful location in Dublin along Clyne Bay, and I really feel that also inspired me to really appreciate nature, just looking out the window and just staring at this amazing landscape every day when I was in school. It very much led me to say, like, I really feel like we should be protecting this as much as we can. And then when I finished school, I went to study architecture. I wanted to specialise in eco-architecture and sustainable design. So I did a degree and a master's in architecture and design. And then I went on to do a diploma in sustainability in buildings and in retrofitting. And now, through this process, I work in a non-profit organisation called the Irish Green Building Council. This is an amazing organisation that is focusing on transitioning the built environment in Ireland into a more sustainable model. So I focus on the circular economy in the built environment, currently in construction, and also on the planet in relation to our economic model. We are in a linear system, and this is not serving us in relation to us as a species or the planet. It's a take, make, waste way of working, and it's in no way regenerative. And the circular economy is a regenerative model, and it's focusing on using materials at their highest value and respecting the earth, and to really limit extracting materials from the earth, because the earth is a finite resource, and we really need to think and say, what do we actually need, and can we use what we have already? So that's my main focus in my work currently. And I also am involved in a number of environmental organisations. One of them I founded, which is called EcoHun. It's a community group that I founded on Instagram many years ago. And now it's focused on environmental events. So I run eco film nights and eco book clubs, and the book we're reading now is called The Future We Choose, which is an amazing book. It's very hopeful, it's very inspiring, and would highly recommend to read it. I'm involved in a number of organisations as well, such as Dublin Friends of the Earth and the Act Now Collective and Climate Love, and there's so many organisations out there, and I would really recommend you to get involved if you can, because it's really beautiful taking individual steps in relation to like helping the planet, but it's really important that we come together in community and we take action together. And that could be going to a cleanup event, or collectively writing to your TD about changes that you want to make, or there's so many different ways to get involved. Even going forest bathing with a group, you're connecting to the earth, you're connecting to nature. And on that note, it's really important when you're taking climate action to take care of your body and take care of your mind. I have also trained as a yoga teacher, and I practice mindfulness every day, and this really helps me in relation to the work that I do with climate change. So this could be going for a mindful walk, and just being aware of your environment around you, going for a walk in a forest or by the sea, or even just taking a moment just to breathe in and breathe out mindfully. Or you could take a yoga class, And the same thing, it's about connecting with community and connecting with nature. And nature has an amazing ability to calm down our nervous system and bring us into a state of balance, because we are nature. So when we take time to spend in nature, it automatically makes us feel so much happier and so much more just in love with life. It's absolutely magical. So I'd really highly recommend to use these tools, and I'd also really recommend you to take action, because I feel like the climate crisis can really feel incredibly overwhelming and you can feel very helpless. But with action, it ignites a fire in you that will lead you to just feel this beautiful purpose for something that's much bigger than yourself. And that's what the climate crisis is. It is much bigger than ourselves. And for us to gather together in community and to take action to bring about a more happier and healthier and more sustainable planet is such an amazing thing to put your energy into. So I really highly recommend to take action. There's a beautiful phrase that says, hope without action is delusion. So we can sit down and we can hope as much as we can, but without action, nothing is going to happen. And a lovely quote that I always say is, be the change you want to see in the world. And I'll leave you with that. Thank you so much for listening.